Good morning and welcome back to Margin. This morning we're going to talk about budgeting with the 50-30-20 rule. So let's jump right into it. So the 50-30-20 rule focuses in on helping you budget based on your needs, based on your wants, and then based on savings and debt retirement. And so with that, when you're looking at a trifecta approach, you are looking at working to build a budget that just focuses on a limited amount of categories, allowing you for some freedom as you're getting into the rhythm of building a budget and maintaining a budget. So with the 50-30-20 rule, it focuses in on helping you live within your means and utilizing your after-tax dollars to apply to these three categories. And so with that, you're going to be focusing on applying 50% of your net take-home pay towards your needs. The next category comes down to 30%, having 30% of your take-home pay applied to your wants. And then the final 20% is applied to savings and debt retirement. So with the 50-30-20 rule, I wanted to use the same family example that I used yesterday, the family that made $65,000 as a gross income. And after taxes, after contributions and insurance and so on and so forth, they had a take-home pay of about 70% of that gross pay. So that 70% equaled about $3,845. And so that is the net pay that they actually have in their bank account. And so with that amount obviously does not change from yesterday. The second aspect that doesn't change is the amount that's actually going to savings. So with the 80-20 rule or the 50-30-20 rule, both have 20% going to post-tax retirement or savings otherwise. And so with that amount stays the same from yesterday of $769. And so with that, what changes from that point though are the wants and needs. So what I did is I broke down the needs based on additional categories that would equal that 50% for the 50-30-20 rule. And so with that, what you'll find is I broke it down. This is just a recommendation based on this family, but I broke it down based on 25% going to housing as a need. So that's about $961 per month. The second need came down to transportation at 5%, which equaled about $192. The third component of a need came down to groceries at 10%, which was $384. And then beyond that, the next one came down to health insurance at 10%, which equaled $384. And so with that, when you are looking at needs, you may want to look at how you can break that out beyond just lifestyle and actually look at seeing how much more granular you can get based on half of your budget going to those needs. Now, beyond that, you had 30% going to your lifestyle in regards to the things that you want. And so with that was about $1,100 going towards that per month. And so with this gives the family some flexibility, especially if they're not used to budgeting, but it breaks it down based on making sure that they're hitting those savings goals, making sure that they're putting away money for retirement, and retiring debt, but also going from that standpoint and looking at those needs, those aspects, that 50% that they would need to be applying to making sure that their needs are covered, as well as 30% for just enjoying life and being able to buy those things they want to buy. And so with that, this of course is not a comprehensive list. This is a list just based on an example. Now, different families will vary significantly based on debt loads, based on how big the family is, based on part of the country they live in, for housing costs and all kinds of other things. But this is just a starting point so that the family has something to go off of with the 50-30-20 rule. Now, looking at a good, better, best approach, the important part is to look at living within your means, no matter which one you adopt. And so far we have looked at the 80-20 rule, and we've looked at the 50-30-20 rule. And so with those two rules make sure that you are living within your means and that you are giving 20% to yourself to pay yourself for savings and retirement. And so with that, my call to action today comes down to building out your 50-30-20 plan, your rule for your budget. If you are at that stage where you're ready to expand on some of the categories and able to expand based on having a level of understanding of what things need to go in what categories. And so with that, you'll want to build out the 50-30-20 rule based on those three categories that we talked about, and making sure that you cover that saving aspect, that retirement aspect, that aspect for your needs and those aspects for your wants. And so if you have not built up a budget before, but the 80-20 rule is too simple for you, go ahead and build out this 50-30-20 rule. And this will help you get into the rhythm of budgeting. If this information is helpful to you, explore the Margin membership, where me and my team will help you take the information you're learning and apply it to your life and your finances. I've built an interactive course that allows me and my team to come alongside people like you to help you revamp your finances and build margin into your life. Click the link in the description below for more information.